love these little uphill curves like this. Ooh. Yeah. Hi everybody, welcome back to Bike to Table, channel where we talk about our love and full enjoyment of motorcycle riding, talk about and prep and make some really good food. Before we get a little further, of course, yeah, everybody says it, please like and subscribe below. That way you get notified next time that I put up another video. Last time we did a little bit of chicken dinner. This time we are going to be making some side dishes. So we're doing a side dish special here. That's going to be a couple of dishes that if you already have your main meal figured out, you already have your basics of your meal, this will be something for a nice little spruce up on the side. This should take probably about 20-25 minutes to both prep and cook and get in a bowl or casserole dish or something. Now, I've had these dishes a couple of times in the last year or so, and every time that I make it, I want more. I just want more. It's just so good tasting. So we're running to the store today. We're just going to get a couple of ears of corn that we're going to... Hey, Ryder. Got a couple of ears of corn that we're going to make. Gonna bring in usual olive oil, of course, always there. Just some brown sugar again. So today we're gonna be making some seasoned fried corn. Nice little spicy tang to your main dish, whatever it's gonna be. Gonna just season that with a little bit of chipotle. Some other stuff in there too. Gonna cook that all up and it's gonna be so good, so good. The other thing we're going to be cooking is going to be some sriracha sweet potatoes. Now these sweet potatoes, I'm going to make it. There you go. These sriracha sweet potatoes going to be roasted. We're going to fry them up, starting off in the pan on the stove top and ending up with them in the oven to finish off that nice roast. I always like going past here to see what they have. It's fun. Sometimes you get some really cool wrecked cars out there. One time I actually saw a just completely messed up DeLorean. And this is the real reason why I come this way. Nice curves. I love these little uphill curves like this. Ooh. Yeah. Sometimes I swear I want to just kick my foot out, catch one of these weeds that are hanging right over the road and just boom. Back to the riding part that we all love and enjoy. All this fun riding. Again, I'm up here in northern Ohio, enjoying the day after work here. Decided to go out for a little ride, do a little intro here. Just enjoying the weather. Hello, cyclist. Look out, coming up from behind. That's okay. They're doing their thing, let me do my thing. So we just get to ride around, have a good time, have a good evening, relax. We're gonna get home, we're gonna cook some good food. See if you guys can hear the engine here for a second, because I love these corners. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, hear that grab? Oh yeah. Love this bike. Anybody else like ripping it like that? Just for no reason whatsoever? No, really, officer. I'm not drag racing at all. I just like hearing the sound of my bike. Sorry. I do. I like riding around. I like any kind of two wheels that are out there. I'm a little bit iffy on cafe racers. Sorry, cafe racer guys. But cafe racers just, I mean, I don't know, just a little bit, I don't know. I don't get it. I get the history behind it. But if you have a modern motorcycle like this, we have cruise control and radio and all that stuff, why the heck not? But okay, everybody gets their own. So I'm not impartial to one kind of motorcycle or not. I just really enjoy the Harley-Davidsons just because, not just because I have one, but they just fit me and they feel good. Love the way they sound, love the way that they just go down the road. I've ridden a couple different I've had Yamaha, I've had Kawasaki, a couple of those. She's had a couple of Hondas, she's had a couple of those. She ended up with a 2010 Harley Softail Deluxe, and she loves it. She enjoys that bike. We've gone down to Tail of the Dragon on that bike a couple of times. Couldn't go this year because, well, you know, COVID hit. But that's the way it goes. We cancel. We're going next year. So I just like riding around, enjoying the day, enjoying the evening. Love traveling on the bike. Furthest we've been to Alabama, we've been to Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana, Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, New York, West Virginia. Love traveling. Just the feel of that highway with the music going, you got the cruise control set and you're just gone. And you just keep going. Hey, Ryder. Anybody else do that? Say hi to the riders on the road as you're going. I know some people don't do it, some people do. I don't know. Because it seems like we're all in the same club. Hello. That's a nice little Vulcan right there. Kawasaki Vulcan. Looks like probably a Vulcan 2000 maybe. Or maybe a Vulcan Nomad. Really? You're going to turn left? Really? Are you going to turn? Are you actually going to turn? You going to turn? Go. Good for you. Anyway. Just the feeling of the road. Just love riding. Hey, Ryder. I got the head nod from him. He was probably pulling in his clutch. Either way, rider's a rider. Love two wheels. Anyway, we're going to shut it down. We're almost to the grocery store. See you later. What we're going to do today to continue on from what I talked about already is we're going to take our regular, ordinary sweet potatoes and some corn on the cob. We're going to spice them up a little bit. Going to get you a nice, spicy sriracha sweet potato roasted in the oven. We're also going to do some corn on the cob, fried in a pan, a little bit of seasoning, and it's going to be great. What we have already for our dishes is we have the sweet potatoes, We also have the spices, which is the sriracha, some olive oil. We have some onion powder, chipotle, and parsley. Have some butter, salt, pepper, of course, the ever-present brown sugar, and a couple of bowls and tools to deal with it. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Hang in there. This will be side dish special. You'll have 2 side dishes ready to go in less than 20 minutes. Let's do it. Okay, everybody, so we've already started off by putting our oven up to 450 degrees, so we'll get a nice roast in there. First thing what we're going to do is we're going to chop up our sweet potatoes. Want to get the end. We're going to also chop these so we have them in about 1/2 inch thick pieces. Then we're going to cut those up individually. That's a little thin there. And watch your fingers on those last couple of cuts, folks. Then we're going to go ahead and cut those out into about 6 pieces each. So we're just going to cut them up like that, finish up the potatoes, finish up the other one, and then we're going to go ahead, put those in the pan. We're going to put it on a medium-high heat with some olive oil in it, and we'll just let those sit for about 5 minutes, and we'll check that out in just a moment. All right, we have our pan heated up. We have a nice little coat of olive oil in there. Oven's ready to go, so we're just going to add our sweet potatoes right into the pan. Coat the sweet potatoes with the olive oil, and that's just going to sit on the stove here for about 5 or 6 minutes. You get a nice crispy side, and then that way we can also add in, that'll go to the roast, add a little bit more crunch to it when it's ready to go. So we just cover that, let it sit for 5 or 6 minutes. We'll be back soon. Ah, do you hear that? Do you hear that? I can. Nice little sizzle that we got going on here. Do you hear that? That's getting that nice char. What we're going to do is get this back into our mixing bowl. There we go. You're also going to put the pan, you're going to want to put the pan back on the stove, put a little bit of olive oil with it. There we go. That's going to get warmed up, so we'll get that started. Turn that down to about halfway to about a 5 on that. Next up is, if you can even see the nice little char that we got going on there on some of these pieces. That's exactly what you want to see. It's not burnt, it's charred, it's flavor. So we're going to add in some salt. Going to add in some pepper. Going to put in about 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, because brown sugar and sweet potatoes always go good together. And then comes the sriracha spicy sauce. Some people like using the Frank's Red Hot or Tabasco. I happen to like the sriracha just because of the flavor. And you just add that into taste. I know where I like it, so we'll just add that right there and mix that up in there. Now the brown sugar is going to melt and coat the potatoes along with the sriracha, and you can smell that sriracha already. It smells amazing. We're going to go ahead, spray that out, or put that out onto a pre-sprayed foil sheet pan into about a single layer. We're going to go ahead and get this into the oven. Again, that's 450 degrees, and you're going to put it in there for about 12 minutes. This is still warming up, so let's go ahead and set the bowl aside. We're going to go ahead and get into our corn. Starting off with the corn, we're going to dekernel the corn. And to do that, you just go right down the side. It peels off that easy. It's going to be a fried, spiced corn. It'll be a great addition. Oh, there we go. That'll be a great addition to your picnic or barbecue, or even if you're just making something for yourself, instead of the same old corn on the cob that you make either in the pan or in the microwave. There you go. Okay. So by this time, the olive oil should be all nice and warmed up. We're going to go ahead and add that back into the pan. Hopefully we'll get a nice little sizzle going on there. Oh, that's perfect. Nice and warm, nice and warm. this is where we get to add some of our spices in, folks. I like using a little bit of onion powder, give it just a little bit of different flavor. Sprinkle that generously. We're going to put in some chipotle. That's going to get you that tang. Just a little bit, not too much. Going to sprinkle in some parsley for a little bit of color. And you can just start mixing that all up. Now you're going to keep mixing this and keep going. Probably want to do this for about 3 to 5 minutes. And you'll just let that stir. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. Check on our corn. Corn's looking like it's already done here. We're going to go ahead. Had that butter in there. About a half a tablespoon of butter. We're going to add in our corn. Got that nice seasoned fried corn in there. Going to stir that up with the butter a little bit there. The butter is going to melt right in. And doesn't that just look beautiful, folks? Yes, it does. Smells even better. So now we're going to wait for probably about another 5 minutes or so. Get our sweet potatoes out of the oven and check those out. Okay, we're back. We're going to take our potatoes out of the oven. It's been about another 5 minutes or so. Ooh, got that heat plume. Look at that. Doesn't that look good, folks? Yes. You got the char on the one side. Oh. They do kind of break up a little bit. That's okay. Yeah, the pan's hot. Be careful, folks. We'll just peel that off. Go right in here. Oh, we got a jumper. We got a couple of jumpers. Look out. And this is the part that didn't get the spray vegetable oil on it. That's why you want to use the spray vegetable oil. So this is what the roasted sweet potatoes taste like. It's got that sriracha sauce on it. And that's ready to go for you to your barbecue, to your picnic, to whatever you need. Just something a little bit different, something a little bit spicier, something out of the ordinary, because bikers love to eat. So thanks again for visiting me here at Bike to Table. Remember, live to ride, ride to eat.